All right, everyone. So here we are, part two. We're going to check out the bass, which is probably the next thing this compressor is very famous for or very well known for. All right. And just like vocals, we're going to start in the 3A and we're going to move our way to the right into the 4A. All right. So right now, let's just hear the bass line real quick. This is going to be in solo mode. All right, let's hear it in a 3A mode. Interesting. So I'm hearing a little more fatness and I'm hearing a little top end. Not even top end like EQ, like top end saturation. So this is no compressor. Okay. This is just the compressor, just the electronics going through. All right. Let's start light compression. All right, there we go. Okay, that was compression. Let's disengage or no compression. All right, now let's re-engage compression. Nice. All right, let's hear it in the context of the mix. Here we go. Let me see. Let me turn down the vocal some. The vocal a little bit. There we go. Okay, no compression. Okay, compression. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah. That is pretty cool, you guys. Wow, that added some real fatness. So that's pretty cool, man. All right, let's go limit mode. Compressor mode. Limit mode. All right, let's try compressor mode. All right, so here in compressor mode, I feel like this is where it's the fattest. You know what I mean? In limiter mode, it's cool. It stays thick, like maybe a little more than thick, but here in compressor mode, it's nice and fat, man. That was freaking awesome, man. That's pretty cool. Now we are gonna test the not quite a high pass filter, but the high pass detector, right? Where the detector is no longer going to react too much to the bass frequencies. In fact, right now I have it like halfway or maybe just a little past halfway because that's where I like it, right? But we are going to test it out when we go to heavier compression so we can actually hear the effect. All right, so that was light compression. Let's try moderate compression. Wow. Well, let's see what's going on. No compression. Okay, now compression. Ooh. That's not talking about bringing it forward and still keeping fat. All right, let's try limit mode. Compressor mode. Limit mode. Oh. Okay. So maybe the reason we're getting a little too impressed with the limit mode was because that's pretty cool. You know, it changes the characteristic and it actually did get a little louder. Pretty awesome. All right, so now we're going to go into heavy compression, and this is where we're going to test out the high pass detector. That was limit mode. There we go. All right, no compression. Okay. Heavy compression, 3A compressor mode. Limit mode. Compressor mode. All right, let's solo it so we can hear the detection circuit and see how this plays a role. All right, we're gonna cut here because I wasn't prepared. But we're still recording, we're still hot. All right. Okay, we're back. I'm gonna start recording again. All right, everyone. So let's check out the detector mode. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is full pass, meaning it lets all the bass frequencies go. Let's go a little moderate. So we can see if there's a difference, all right? You hear that? Okay. So right here where it's full, like basically full detection, listen to those mids. Like the mids come out a little bit more, and that's because obviously the bass frequencies are being held back now, right? Okay. This is no or full detection off. This sounds a little more even. Okay, so basically it sounds like there's still bass power in there, right, or low frequency energy in there, but now your mids are nice and balanced with the bass frequencies, right? So it's pretty cool. But the cool thing is it keeps that low end, right? It doesn't lose it, you know, just because it's fully on, right? The detector circuit, it doesn't take away your bass frequencies. It compresses a little bit more, which then in turn brings out the mids a little bit more. Okay. Nice. All right, so we heard it in solo. Let's hear it in the context of the mix. We're going to go full detection circuit. All right, here we go. Okay, now let's take away that detection. You hear that? That was crazy. That's freaking awesome, guys. And it's a good thing that it's now in the front because it's yet another tonal coloration. One more time. This is full detection circuit. All right. And then detection up on the top. Now, you may be wondering, like, hey, why do I hear more lows on when it's being compressed and not lows here? That's a difference, right? Remember what I mentioned earlier. When the detection circuit was detecting the lows, the mids came out, right? That's what we can hear or more comfortably hear, right? But then once we let the bass go in, now we're letting the bass free, which, now you're going to have to mix and try and balance out the low part of the bass with the rest of the mix, right? As opposed to if you condense it or make it denser here in this compressor, you already have that nice low end. And because it's a solid unit, it doesn't feel like you lose your low end, which that is the freaking cool thing right there, right? It never felt like, oh, your bass is weak now. No, it just felt like your bass was dense because the low frequencies were being compressed, or they were becoming more dense as well. Man, this is freaking awesome, you guys. So I'm going to choose the middle of both rows. There you go. All right, let's go to 2-way slow. And we're going to go back to light compression. Here you go. All right. Okay. That's typical of the slow tube or the SA-23A type of stuff, right? That's no compression. Okay. Here's LA or SA-23A slow. All right, so it's nice and smooth, kind of laid back, but still present, right? Let's go limit mode. There we go. I don't know what it is, guys. I really don't know what it is. I really like the limit mode. Someone correct me if I'm wrong or what's going on here, but I always seem to gravitate towards limit mode. Maybe not in the 3A, but over here, you know, it was nice. The mid-range comes out and it's actually leveled and it's nice and packed and compact, right? Okay, compressor mode. Like in compressor mode, it's just, yeah, you can hear the space between the transients, right? And that's cool. You know, maybe because I'm so young in engineering and so young in audio, I don't appreciate that space. But in limit mode, if you listen to it, like I feel everything is still there. It's just, it's nice and leveled. It's a nice continuous level throughout the whole thing. Yeah. All right, let's go moderate compression. So 5 to 7 dB. There we go. Okay, so let's hear no compression. Okay, compression. Oh, nice. Very cool. Let's go limit mode. All right, that's a different phrase, so we got to try and keep it relatively, right? So limit mode. Compressor mode. There we go. So don't be afraid to play with your equipment, okay? Just because you look, you know, you watch YouTube or you watch some tutorials with other engineers, right, who say, oh, I'd like to keep it this way. Just give it a try, man. So when it was light compression, I liked it on limit mode. Right now that we're in moderate compression, I like it in compression mode. You know, it's all about how you play with it. So very cool. One more time. Compression mode, moderate compression. Okay, so let's go Let's go full tilt on this thing, man. All right. Okay, so over here now we feel like we're throwing the bass way back in the mix, right? And it even feels like the high end is rolling off too. All right, so this is no compression. Okay, here's heavy compression. All right, so it just feels like it's eating the transients, right? And we're losing the transients. We're also losing part of that fatness of the bass, right? Let's hear it in compression mode. I mean, in limit mode. Ooh. Nice. All right, let's hear it in compression mode, heavy compression 2A. Okay, limit mode, heavy compression 2A slow. Yeah. It's all in what you want, right? This is nice and packed, right? You can hear the density, right? And by density, I just mean like it's not the transients aren't traveling all over the place, right? It means it's compact, right? It's brought up in level and it's staying consistent throughout the whole song. Very cool. Now, would I use this in the mix? No, or maybe in parallel, right? Or use this on the bass, and maybe if I had the DI, that's where I would let the real low end just flourish, right? But this had a nice consistent sound throughout the whole thing. You can hear every note. You can hear basically the entire right? You can hear every little note. Awesome. Without artifacts or anything like that. One more time. Compress mode. You hear it's getting lost now, right? Limit mode. Very, very cool. All right, so let's go back to no compression. We're going to go to the fast section of the compressor. All right, let's go back to compression mode. Let's level match real quick. All right, let's see if we can hear any tonal difference. Okay. Since there is no compression, I don't think we missed out too much on the slow section. But I mean, we'll do that too. Let's go back to slow. Okay, we're gonna solo the bass. This is no audio path into the compressor. Okay, this is SA-23A slow version. Just the audio path. Okay, I didn't hear too much of a difference. Maybe I hear a little more mid-range definition. I'm not sure. Let's see. I don't know. Comment below, you guys. Tell me what you think, what you hear. All right. Let's go light compression on the fast mode. Okay. All right, let's hear it in the context. No compression. Okay. This is two-way light compression. Two-way fast. I don't know, something strange. It's cool, but I'm trying to figure it out with the metering too. Hold on. Okay. So it just feels when we hear about, when we read about this thing having a slow attack, it's not a slow attack per se, meaning it's so hard to explain, you guys. But as you see it from here, like, it's not the first transient that gets it, right? It's when the signal is starting to become a little too thick, that's when the compressor kicks in. So it's just a different style of compression, not necessarily when you talk about the attack and in milliseconds and stuff like that. It's more like it starts compressing when it gets to a certain amount of density, So maybe this is why I prefer the limit mode, because then it starts gluing that together. Very cool. Limit mode. And you see that. Okay, let's try moderate compression. Okay, very cool. And that was no compression. This is, now it's going to be compression. All right, let's go limit mode. Compression mode. Limit mode. Compression mode. All right, interesting. Okay, let's go heavy hand. Compressor mode. So this adds to my point right here. This is where that interesting start was, right? You hear the boom, 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 boom. So that boom, that first note, boom, it doesn't compress, right? But then when it goes to do 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 do, then it heavily compresses, right? So this is what I meant, you guys. It doesn't quite mean transient attack. It just means like full signal attack, you know? So more like the optical compressor doesn't quite do peak compression, more like RMS compression, right? That's how you get that leveling compression. So something pretty interesting to understand. Take a very, very close look. Very cool. Okay, limit mode. Okay, no compression. Okay, heavy compression, limit mode. And it feels very reminiscent to the 3A, where there's still a nice little fatness, but yeah, very compact. So one more time, compression mode. Limit mode. So notice how that mid-range came up once it started leveling off, right? Pretty cool. All right, so let's go back to compressor mode. No compression, and let's go to the 4. Let's see what happens here. All right. So let's see if we hear a tonal difference. Let me solo this. Okay. No audio path into the compressor. Okay. Now we're hearing the audio path. Maybe a little more mid-range. What do you think, guys? Comment below. All right, here we go. In the context. Let's do a little light compression. What's going on in here? Oh yeah, there it is. There's that distortion. That 4A distortion. Nice. yeah. Very cool. Let's go moderate. Oh Lord. There we go. Oh yeah. Tell me that is not cool, guys. Let's go heavy. You don't even have to go that far to go heavy. Almost starting to sound like a synthesizer right there. Very cool. Let's hear the detector switch. Okay, see how everything is leveled off right here, right? You hear that? Very cool. There's that sweet spot for it. There you go. All right. So I hope you enjoyed that. Man, the 4A. You know what, guys? I know it's not a popular compressor, the 4A, man, but it is a fun compressor, all right? Again, it's just about getting to know your gear. You know what I mean? You are your own person. You color your music how you want to, or the music that you're working on, okay? Now, when it comes to like fine-tuning your skills and knowing where it fits, that's where, you know, the level of what's the word here? The level of what people are going to want from you, or how many people are going to request you, is going to show. You know what I mean? So just play with your equipment, you guys. This is freaking cool, man. So this has been part 2, all right, of the Stam Audio SA-23A first impressions review. I am highly impressed. I think the 4A is freaking fun. You know, you saw in this instance, I would use a 3A because that was the fattest thing ever, dude. Man, and you know, the 2s, I think I preferred in bass, I preferred the slow, but you know, again, it's all about playing with your equipment. So stay tuned for part 3, where we're going to be checking out drums and guitars. I think I'm going to try and do both instruments in that part. Hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for part 3. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you next week.